just like when bro got stabbed.
Justifying.
As a white man, you should feel some type of way that your son. Yeah.
No, but let's be real. In hip hop, I think what I said is true about white people. Like, if you were a white guy with a label and you signed like 3 white rappers, like in hip hop, that's gonna look crazy. Now, in every other chunk of the world, nobody would care. You're a rock label, country label, whatever. A bunch of white people, nobody cares. But in hip hop, for sure, that would look crazy. Even if you just had like 2 white rappers, it's gonna look nuts. Even if you're a black dude and you got a label and you have 2 white dudes on the label, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're trying to culture vulture these white people into the game, you piece of." You can just imagine it now.
Why do you think people call you a culture vulture?
Because they're retarded.
Man. So you said to me you love black people just as equally as you love white people.
Yeah, I love all people.
Seriously?
I'm not racist in any meaningful way.
See, that's what I said. So you're not racist or prejudiced.
Until
I don't
the
think
nigga
so.
cut him off in traffic. It's everybody like in road
Motherfucker.
You think I'll let the N-word fly?
Shit,
I do
when
not.
you
I
listen
turn
to
into
the-
Jin Lee.
When you listening to that little baby, when he get ready to say, "Nigga, you gotta hit that." No, everybody saying, "This ain't tripping." Like when it come out in the car.
I do feel like we got multiple Mexicans that are standing on business and saying that you can't tell them not to say.
What happened to this boy right here, man?
What did happen to that boy?
What happened to this boy right here, man? What happened to this boy right here, man?
The world, man.
How did
The
this
world.
boy- you the tall one, right?
Yeah.
I told my wife, how did this happen, bro? You hear what I'm saying?
The streets turned me to a demon, FDA.
Come on. The streets turn you to a demon, bro. Yo,
You know what it's like?
That's mama. That's what we say.
Honestly, though, that photo was taken at Disney World.
Okay, so that means your family had enough money to conjure up
We drove from New Hampshire to Florida, 24-hour drive. I'm 13 in that photo.
Y'all spent a lot of money on gas.
So that was kind of like the end of my childhood in a sense.
So when you became like, say, I just want to grow up and like cats and do messy podcasting.
I do love cats, but I've never f***ed one. FDA. That's a foul statement.
No harm to the animal AP.
What happened to that one girl? Y'all had turned that one girl up. That she used to be around. I think her name was like Sky something.
Skybree.
Y'all turned up. Now it's like, yeah.
Definitely made a bag off Skybree. I can't lie. Yeah, that was a good lick. Yeah, realistically, at that moment, if I had really been like looking out for myself and my financial situation, I would have said, "Fuck hip hop content. I'm signing OnlyFans girls." After her, I probably should have started traveling the country looking for girls to sign to my OnlyFans agency. And instead, I stayed in the trenches doing content with people like FDA. Is that indicative of me having some sort of psychosis? Sometimes I wonder that.
Because you don't want to be a virtual pimp.
I think like, what makes it not as bad is because it's like, did you see all them cases of baby oil? Like, if a nigga had that many cases of baby oil, it's like, okay, we need to see.
I think if you're going to get into the game of managing hundreds of different OnlyFans talent, then you're probably in a situation where at some point you are going to be hit with a bunch of fake allegations, no matter how squeaky clean you keep your interactions with them.
Yeah.
So really at that point, that's just collateral damage. You've just already got to accept that at one point, some girl's going to want to get out of her contract and she's going to say, he raped me, he my dog, like you were saying, or the cat rather, he drugged me, all this type of shit. That is kind of just, that's part of it. Because at some point, a girl's going to need to say whatever she can say to try to get out of a bad deal or a deal, period. But I didn't do that. Instead, I stayed down with the culture. There's another version of this in which I'm not here, and instead I'm just sitting on my $10 million island surrounded by OnlyFans babes, and I don't even know who FDA is. I dream of that. I fantasize about that.
The respect marker with me and you, it moved up like you was at 1. But then now you at 2, you know what I'm saying? Because
chicken.
You did something that a lot of people thought that you wasn't gonna do. Pull up on the greatest thing in history right now, up and coming.
Is this that?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, I feel good then. I'm happy.
We like when you start out.
And like the crazy part is you pulled up before a lot of Houston niggas did. Goddamn. Yeah.
Yeah, see, honestly, that might be part of the problem in LA is that somebody starts a podcast and within 2 weeks they got all the different podcasters in LA coming on. So out here, everybody's a little bit more gatekeepy. They don't want to necessarily come with the up and coming movements, right?
Yeah.
What is that about? Bun B, we need you here. Big X, we need you here.
Yeah.
Cartel Bo, we need you here. Max O'Cream, we need you here. We need the streets to fuck with the up and coming podcasters if there's going to be any growth in the scene.
That's a fact. Yeah, I heard it here.
Where's Zero?
Zero probably not coming. He said some crazy shit about
Oh,
Zero.
well, there you go. Okay, never mind.
But I'm telling you.
Oh, right. Wait, is the Real 2 film out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Okay, he's going to be mad. He's going to be like, why you f***ing bums instead of me?
Hey.
No, you won't, nigga.
Ah.
Don't make me call him right now.
I'm just kidding. He wanted to come on No Jumper, but he hit me with like 3 hours notice. I couldn't do it.
Bro, you need to let people like Real Tunes, Big Ed for sure. You should have tapped in with Big Ed because Big Ed is the educated brother that got a large following.
Who's Big Ant?
Politician.
Stop playing
Oh,
with
that
him.
fool. Yeah. I seen some people tagging me, or tagging him in the post about me. I was thinking about that. I forgot he was from out here.
Nah,
Yeah, oh,
they get some good
damn.
content.
Yeah? Where's he at?
Out here, Greenspoint. North
Stafford?
Side. Yeah, he on the north side.
Shout out Stafford.
Stafford.
You know, got some nice highways out here. I took an accidental left turn and had to do like a U-turn on the way here. You know, if you're all the way over, you got to take that U-turn.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be one
stay out
more.
here for a week, you'll live in the baby. Y'all will get a house there outside somewhere out here.
Yeah, everybody coming to Houston.
I was with Jay Prince Jr. last night. You know, I'm pretty tapped in, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he was rapping like
I was with CEO Gucci. Then all of a sudden I'm with Jay Prince Jr. I'm like, I'm really in the trenches and fucking with the elites out here.
Yeah.
Where Beyonce? That's the only person left for me to tap in with. I
see.
fucked FDA. I just needed to tap in with Beyonce and Travis Scott.